What is going on, you guys? So today I'm going to be playing Dungeons & Dragons Chronicles of Mystara. Specifically, I'm playing the second game in the series, Dungeons & Dragons Shadow over Mystara. This has to be one of the best beat-em-ups I think I've played in a very, very long time. The skill ceiling in this game is insanely high. Every single time you play this game, you can learn something new. Whether it's you're learning like new combo paths for the characters, or new routes through the game, or new ways to use spells and stuff. I mean, man, this game has so much to learn. There is such a huge learning curve to this game. The amount of replayability in this game is almost unmatched. I can't think of any game that has as much replay value as this game. And yeah, let's just go ahead and just do a playthrough. This game has 6 characters. They're all amazingly fun to play. I've been having a good time with the dwarf lately, actually. He is insanely overpowered, almost. His mobility and damage is very good. But I want to play as the elf. I think she's kind of the perfect representation of this game. She has good melee capabilities and also pretty respectable magic capabilities. And this game does have kind of a story. It has more story than most beat 'em ups. As you progress through the game, you do get some lore to this world of Mystara, and you know, it's not much story, but it's enough to keep you interested. You can choose your own way through the story mode. You can choose like which paths and which levels you want to go through. So let's go ahead and get started here. Now, it's the combat at first feels very stiff, but as you keep playing it, you do eventually realize that there's a lot of potential for you to do real combos. You can do juggle combos, and sometimes you can use items to extend combos and stuff. It's the more you play it, the more you realize there's a lot of depth here. So let's just go and just keep moving. Oh man, so you can stop these carts. I don't know exactly what that does. You can free the people. I don't know if you get points or anything for that, but it is something you can kind of go for in the beginning here. And we rescue these people. So now we get to kind of make our character's name. So let's see. It says, would you mind telling me your name? So we get to actually name our character, which is really cool. This game has a unique naming system where, depending on the name you give your character, that determines their starting items. I never got too into that. I'm not really going to worry about it too much. I'm just going to use the elf's default name, which is Lucia. So let's just let's just go with the default name. Capcom really seems to like the name Lucia. Final Fight 3 also has a character named Lucia. She came back in Street Fighter 5, and then Devil May Cry 2, they had another character named Lucia. I don't know why they like that name so much, but I don't know, it's pretty cool. So this is like the first real area of the game. You get to kind of save this village from these shitty little goblin creatures. Now, every character, well, not every character, but most characters have like an anti-air move like that, where you push down and up. They do this big aerial combo move. Some characters have a really good one, like the dwarf has probably the best one in the game, hands down. He turns into a complete blender, carries enemies up into the air, completely destroys them. The fighters is okay. I've seen people do like infinite combos with the fighters anti-air move, so it's just another thing you kind of figure out and get good with. The elf's anti-air move is a little weird. She sometimes spikes them back down to the ground, which is pretty cool. Fuck, man. Sometimes you get some extra points when these enemies show up on the sides. I don't know if it's way too worth trying to do that, because as far as I'm aware, your experience actually doesn't determine your level. I believe your level is actually just determined by the amount of bosses that you fight. That's what I've read online. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how much experience factors into it completely. But I don't know. It's just the way it is. No, I actually missed it, but there's a house you can go into here. I completely forgot to get it, but oh well. There are a lot of secrets in this game. It's actually unbelievable how many secrets are in this game. Now, the elf does have magic, which I will show. Magic I mostly recommend saving for bosses and stuff. Fuck, man. Damn it, he's probably gonna kill me. Use lightning. There we go. Shit, man. So, I'm gonna die here, which is really unfortunate, but... oh well. You can kind of clutch things out a little bit with magic. It does help things... It does help you out a lot. There we go. Okay, I can't use any more magic. Oh, I killed him. Okay, good. So I didn't die. Somehow I survived. That first boss is really tricky. For most characters, the main strategy is to hold attack and then push back, and then that pulls up your shield, and then you block. You can block his attack, and you just immediately turn around. You hit his little guys, and then get some offense going on him. It's a tricky first boss. I think he's one of the harder bosses in the game, because the other bosses in the game, you know, you can basically just tank and spank. You can just run up and just whoop their ass, but that boss is a little bit trickier. So get a little bit of story here. They're basically just saying all hell's breaking loose, monsters are appearing everywhere. Later they start talking about like shadow elves and stuff. I mean, I don't know, it's a cool story. The world itself is way cooler than the story. But so this is one of the cool things about this game. You do get to choose your path a little bit. You get to choose your adventure. As far as I'm aware, it is almost completely always worth it to go for the river route on the bottom here, because you can get a shitload of money. You get so much money, it almost can carry you through the whole game. So what I like to do is go upwards. If you go up in the first half of this river area, you get a hell of a lot of money. Like around like 4,000 gold. And there we go. Fuck, man. These fishmen suck. I hate fighting them. They're a real pain in the ass. They're always spewing out projectiles and trying to like debuff you and stuff. So you take this top path, look how much money you get. Money is a huge important thing in this game. There's a lot of shops in the game. You always want to be able to buy something from them. Even if probably only just potions just to refill your health. But sometimes you can get insanely good weapons. I'm trying to determine what path I want to get, but I may try to buy the Bastard Sword near the end of the game, which is an insanely good sword for every character who can use it. It's a secret shop you have to go to get it. I'll show it later. And this part is bullshit. If you go in this cave, well, I mean, you guess you have to go into this cave. This voice tells you it's going to tell you some, like, secret lore or something. Tells you, like, these important secrets. The secrets it tells you are so not worth it. Like, look at this. It says, like, a legendary sword. Well, that sounds cool. Let's see what it says about the legendary sword. So he's talking about, so there he's talking about a fire sword, and then a ice sword, which I might show later, and then a lightning sword. It's like, that sounds amazing. So it's like, well, how do you get them then? Well, he says they're just in the world somewhere. It's like, come on, man. I mean, I would assume as much. I would assume that there are legendary swords in this game, in this, like, RPG, but damn, you can't just tell me where they are? Or give me, like, a hint? Anyway, if you go down in the second path, you can get a lot more money. You can usually sometimes end up with, like, right around, like, 6,000 gold or so, maybe 5,000 gold, depending on how things work. You know, if you collect all the gold and stuff. And how much gold you picked up beforehand. Shit, man. These fish guys, man, I hate these fish guys. Alright, oh well. It is an arcade game, it is insanely difficult, and I did not get that magic scroll, which really sucks, but anyway, try to go down here, try to get all this money. Yeah, this game is designed to completely steal all your quarters. So it is insanely difficult. Man. Sometimes it is a little stiff. I did try to block there, and I didn't get it to come out, but oh well. Now, if your time runs out, which is going to, a black dragon appears and chases you down the river. That's not a big deal, as long as you just keep moving. As long as you hold to the right, he won't catch you. So, here we are. You do hit checkpoints every now and then on the river, and that does reset the timer, and that does prevent the dragon from appearing, so I guess he's not going to show up, which is fine with me. But I got about 6,000 gold now. That's probably enough gold to get through the rest of the game without a problem. Fuck, man. So every character in this game can level up a few times. The elf has, I believe, the lowest level in the game. She caps off at level 10, which is insanely low. That does kind of suck, but it's not the end of the world. Once she gets to level 10, she gets a huge power spike. Her magic missiles move becomes much more powerful. And she actually fires an additional magic missile. Why can I not pick up this ring? What's going on here? It's a CL ring. I think this is a stun ring. I think it stuns enemies, so... Anyways, we're about to fight the Scorpion Man. He's a pain in the ass, but I'll probably be alright, hopefully. I do like to kill the little scorpions just to get them out of the way. I don't like them harassing me during the fight. There he is right there. That was a waste, but whatever. I'll just burn it, whatever. I have a magic missile ring. God, man. So for a magic character, if you can collect earrings, that helps you out a lot. That powers up your magic pretty significantly. Oh, nice. It powers up your magic if you have earrings. I don't have any at the moment, but hopefully later. Shit, man, this is Scorpion guy. You can... So when you use magic like that, and when the screen goes dark, you become invincible. Fuck, I'm gonna die. Huh. Let's just use an ice. When you die, you refill your magic also. But anyways, when you use your magic, you're invincible. If you see the boss do a big attack that you're probably not gonna avoid, you can just intentionally pop your magic and, shit. Oh well. You can intentionally pop your magic and use invincibility to avoid his attack, which is insanely useful. Man. I don't know any good combos against this guy's elf, but I mean, whatever. Let's see if we can just kill him. Damn, his scythe is just spinning around like crazy. Let's collect some money. If you can do slide if you do a quarter circle forward and jump. When you do that, you instantly pick up items on the ground, which is really, really good. So I might level up here, let's see, hopefully. Nice, we did level up. So we're level 9. Once we level up one more time, which I believe is probably in another 1 or 2 boss fights, we'll be level 10, which is our max level for the elf, and that's going to be very, very useful. You can talk to shopkeepers. Sometimes they give you little hints, you know, nothing ever too fancy, but I also find most of the items are not super useful. But I love to have hammers because some bosses in particular can like jump or fly for a long time, and the hammer swings it like an arc, which will hit them out of the air for you. It also will stun enemies pretty often, which is incredibly useful. You can get like a free combo. So anyways, we meet the Prince of Glantree. Starts talking about the Shadow Elves. And we're just going to keep on moving forward here. So this is the skyship level. So if you're the elf, I believe you get a secret, unique path for the elf. However, it's not useful. After you beat this, you always want to pick the Forest of... It's like the Forest of Despair or something like that. I believe if you pick the Forest of Despair, that lets you get to the Gnome Village, where you can buy all the really good items in the game, like the Bastard Sword. So. Damn it, man, I hate this witch on this dragon. So if you do a magic missile, you will knock her out of the air, but thankfully she's running away. Fuck, man, she came back. I really hope she goes away. I'm gonna die again. So anyways, this Harpy boss isn't usually insanely difficult. There we go. I don't know if I mentioned it, but the elf does have unlimited arrows. I usually don't find myself using arrows way too much. But having unlimited range attacks is sometimes useful. So anyways, trying to fuck up this harpy. It's the harpy can be a huge pain in the ass sometimes. Sometimes this boss is easy. So I tried to jump there, and then the character switched the menu. God, I'm trying to hit this harpy now. Alright, let's just try and get my hammers. There we go. So as you can see, I used the hammers to knock her out of the air. But I'm just getting really fucked up. Alright, let's throw a hammer, try and get a stun. There we go. Didn't stun, but it did knock her out of the air. Man. There we go. See, hammer can come in clutch against this boss, really. I'm out of hammers, that sucks. I thought I had 9, I guess I used them all. Alright, well I'm probably gonna die again, but anyway. A little bit of practice. I usually can beat this boss without dying at all, but I mean, it just takes a little bit of practice. A little bit of focus, which I seem to be lacking at the moment. It should kill. No, I hit the other enemies. Okay, it did kill, it did kill. So let's just slide and pick up the rest of these items. There we go. It's unfortunate, but I didn't have any keys to open those chests. Sometimes those chests do have good stuff in them. And okay, so this boss is a huge pain in the ass. I really hate this boss. You don't have to knock his health all the way down to the bottom. You just have to knock his health down to about half of the top bar. Damn it, I couldn't get that last hit in on that anti-air move. I really hate this boss. So he eventually hastes himself, which makes him completely bullshit overpowered. He becomes insanely fast, and that becomes a problem because, fuck, he's gonna kill me. Good lord, man. It is an arcade game. I mean, it is insanely hard. So he's hasting himself. So if you... I would say it's... You can't escape him when he's that fast, but what you can do is if you hold block, if you hold back with your shield like this, he'll only hit your shield and he won't hurt you, unless he does magic, which goes through your shield. But if you do that, you can get him to run down his haste timer. And then you can actually fight him somewhat properly. Anyway, no matter what happens, how you handle this fight, he does look like he's about to kill you, and then this tan version of him comes out. It's really hard to discover this, but that alternate version of him right there, that one with the green armor, that's actually his brother. I believe you can only discover that if you play as the dwarf, and you take the dwarf's unique level, which is like a water tunnel. Anyways, your Hindenburg machine falls into the forest, and then you get to pick your next level. So... Damn. Yeah, I believe if you play as the elf, you get to pick a third unique option. Otherwise, you usually get to choose a Forest of Despair where you go to the next town. So we are playing as elf, so we can pick the third map, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to pick the Forest of Despair because that's going to let me get to the Gnome Village, which is where I really want to go. So... I mean, obviously the Forest of Despair sounds like the worst option. Like, why would you want to go to a place called the Forest of Despair compared to going to, like, a town or something? But you get really good stuff here, and it does let you get to the Gnome Village, so I'm just going to take the Forest of Despair route. I want to get that Bastard Sword. It's a very useful item. Some of these signs, only a few characters can read, because it says the sign is, like, written in a monster language. I guess Elf is technically a monster, so she can read those signs with the weird language. But anyways, there is this secret area here, which I always like to go to. You just move this green rock and walk in. If you do this with the fighter character, you can pick up an additional short sword, which is incredibly awesome. it lets him dual wield and becomes like a combo machine. He becomes a really strong combo character. But he does put away his shield, and he does kind of lose a little bit of survivability, not being able to block. So let's see what we just picked up just here. This is a normal sword, so it should be a little bit bigger. Yeah, so like this sword is noticeably bigger. Better range, I'm assuming a little bit better damage. You know, pretty nice upgrade to the short sword. And I'm just gonna try to ignore these beetles. I guess it was a mistake hitting that first one, because now they're all trying to kill me. I used to intentionally do this all the time because I assume the experience they gave you will help you level up, but I think leveling up is completely based on the bosses that you fight. Oh, damn it, man. This room really sucks. This is a good secret room to go into, though, because if you are the cleric, you can get a unique sword, kind of. He's the only character that can disenchant the... It's a cursed sword. He's the only character that can disenchant it to make it a holy sword. But I don't believe he can pick it up or use it, so... You know, it's whatever. But if you're playing multiplayer, and if one of your friends is using a character that can use swords, it is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna get killed. There we go. So anyways, it's in this locked chest. Obviously, you would assume you can't open it if you don't have a key. However, some chests in the game can be opened up anyways. You just have to walk behind them and try to pick them up, and then it activates a trap, which is going to happen on this one. It may kill me, but let's just see. I just want to show off the sword. Okay, so I really need a potion or something. I got a circlet. I don't know what that does. Let's see if there's a potion in here. I don't want to get killed by the trap in the other chest. So just walk behind it and just pick it up. It's going to spring a trap. Maybe it'll kill you, maybe it won't. So that was a paralyzed trap. That's a cursed sword. If any character picks it up and uses it, they hurt themselves. And, you know, they probably stun themselves, and they're probably going to get killed if you try to use it in an actual fight. However, if you play as the... wow, I can't remember his name at the moment, but if you play as the holy character, he does disenchant it if you try to pick it up like 8 times, and then a sword user can pick it up and use it, and it's like an insanely powerful sword. So that's a really cool secret. I usually just play this game single player, but it is a cool thing to go for if you are playing multiplayer. Get that free ultimate sword. His name is the cleric. I can't believe I forgot. But yeah, if you do, you know, you would think the cleric would be a crappy character in this, because, you know, clerics are support characters usually in RPGs and stuff. But while he is a support character, his moves list is insanely good. He's actually an absolute monster if you use him in single player. He's very quick. His combos are really good. He can heal himself, which is amazing. Fuck, man. Damn it. So we're fighting the Beholder. This is, I believe, the inspiration for the Cacodemon from Doom. He's gonna kill me. I believe if his eyes are closed, you can hit him with magic. Oh, he killed me, but he's usually a very easy boss. So I'm trying to hit him with some magic. No, his eyes open, so it's not gonna work, but... Damn it, he keeps opening his eyes at like the worst time. It doesn't matter, you can just combo him pretty easily. I never had him put me to sleep before, I guess just because of the way I'm letting him hit me. He's getting some free shots off. He opens his eyes every time. So there was a sign earlier that said if you hit him when his eyes closed with magic, it will work. But he opens his eyes every time you use magic anyways. There we go. God, look at his death pose there. That's fucking nasty as well. His tongue's hanging out. He usually drops an Eye of the Beholder, which you can trade in at the next shop, and then they give you, like, Boots of Levitation or something like that. It's kind of a shame he didn't drop it this time, but it's The thing is, gear like boots and stuff, they usually break after like 2 or 3 hits, so they usually end up being very useless. I mean, I'm never going to use this ring, but I'll just hold on to it for the moment anyways. I want some hammers. Let's see what she has to say. Only one who serves an immortal can release the curse. So, oh well. Let's move forward now. God. The shops in this game are so cozy. I mean, the game really does feel like an RPG. It feels like you're going on like this big RPG adventure, even though it's just a beat 'em up. That's the final boss of the game. That's a sorceress named Sin. She becomes a dragon. It's absolutely insane. But we'll deal with her when we get to her. It's going to take a little while. So, oh yeah, you gotta fight this Manicore creature. It's Abomination. Okay, so I reached level 10. I just totally didn't even realize. Yeah, the elf, when she gets to level 10, her magic missile becomes, noticeably buffed. And she gets a new move. Oh, Manicore skin. There we go. So, man, this Manicore is usually fairly easy. God. Come on, man. I'll just use magic, I just don't want to die. There we go. Come on now. She gets a new move as well. She gets a new spell at level 10. It's called Conjure Elemental. I believe it's technically her ultimate move. You get 1 use. I believe every couple levels you get 1 use, or if you die, you get your use back of it. And it's a good move. It's usually good to save it for bosses that give you a hard time, or if you're about to die, just go and just pop it. But man, there's so much depth to this game. I mean, I'm not even using all her spells. She also has like polymorph spells to instantly kill enemies. Like let's look at her moves list real quick. So these are the main spells that I use the most. These are like her offensive spells. The magic missile is always good. The ice one clears the screen, it hurts all enemies on the screen, and then the lightning ball is like, I believe, her best damaging spell. The fireball shares the same amount of uses as the lightning bolt. I usually find that the fireball is kind of useless, but it is there. I guess if you pick up like a staff of fire or something, that would buff it and make it a little bit better, but it's really not worth worrying about way too much. I usually just pick lightning. Now I just picked up earrings. That buffs my magic fairly noticeably. And I hate this part. I'm just gonna try and skip these guys, but I can't. Fuck. So if you use your lightning bolt, for example, like it becomes noticeably stronger. I believe occasionally it's possible to hurt an enemy twice with the lightning bolt if you have earrings. Fuck, I'm gonna still die. The only problem is it can be difficult to make use of it because, well, when you get hit twice, you lose your armor, so... it's just whatever, though. Having those little buffs with the armor for the short amount of time you're probably going to have them is still fine. It's still useful. There's a house rule. I don't think I have it equipped. Maybe I do. Where your armor and gear becomes unbreakable and it just works forever. I recommend just playing it with that because having your gear being unbreakable actually makes the gear, somewhat useful. Otherwise, you're never really going to get any use out of the gear if it just breaks instantly. Man, that did like no damage. Let's just do some lightning, just kill them. They're about to kill me. There we go. So I still have all my gear. I'm actually starting to think I do probably have the unbreakable perk on, which is kind of cheating, but I mean, whatever. It doesn't make way too significant of a difference. The only thing the elf is missing is a healing spell. The cleric can heal himself. If the elf could also heal herself, she would be probably hands down the best character in the game. Fuck, man. So killing these gargoyles can be worth it. I don't know if I have enough magic to do so. They're immune to all attacks that are not magic. You can only hurt them with magic. But if you kill them, they usually drop some really good stuff. So let's see. I did kill them. Nice, they dropped some scrolls, which is fantastic. There we go. Try to pick it up. Just kill this guy just for the hell of it. There we go. I guess I will kill them. They're almost dead. This game has a big problem where sometimes you'll pick up items instead of attacking. You know, this is a beat 'em up where there's no dedicated pickup button. Just the attack button is the pickup button. Sometimes you'll drop combos from that. It really does suck for real, but if you do see a lot of items on the floor, just do a slide and try to pick up the items immediately. This room I hate, I'm just gonna skip it. There we go. And this boss is a complete prick. This boss is immune to almost all magic in the game. I think lightning can hurt him, maybe, but it's just like whatever, you know, it's just just try to melee him. But the thing is, if he touches you, if his sprite touches yours, he stuns you. He completely rapes you right after. This is a really shitty boss. Fuck, man. I'll try lightning, let's see if it works. I can't remember. It doesn't work, it's just ridiculous. So I usually just accept death here. You know, doing a 1cc run in this game is possible if you practice a lot. You have to practice a hell of a lot, though. I'm not at that level yet to really go for a 1cc run, but it would be something fun to go for eventually. God. Fucking hell. Okay, that was actually an alright fight. He usually kills me way more than that. He only killed me the once, so... He does sometimes drop this flame shield, which is cool. I really don't know what it does. I assume it gives you some flame resistance, but I don't know if it lets you block fire attacks. I really have not ever tried it. But it's pretty damn cool. So you win, and then they just put you to sleep, and then for some reason you wake up in this forest area. Grove of Destruction. So we're gonna fight the Displacer Beast. This is a really fun boss. Says this beast uses illusions. Watch out for his shadow that will reveal his position. So he's a fun boss. You just have to only hit. He has two versions of himself. You have to attack the one with the shadow under him, or else you can't hurt him. So let's go ahead and take it to him. Combat in this game, it feels like you're not supposed to be doing, like, it feels like you're not supposed to be able to do combos, but when you do pull off really good combos, it feels so satisfying. Like, Mortal Kombat 2 is the same way. That game feels like you're not supposed to be able to do combos, but when you do get creative with the gameplay, it is so satisfying to watch your character just completely whoop ass like this. God. If I were to make a tier list for this game, I'll probably say the Dwarf is probably the best character just because of his anti-air move. He turns into a blender when he does it. He does a shitload of damage. Whoa. Oh, man. There's the Displacer Beast. Damn. So, I'm in a really bad situation. I want that healing ring. But I can't get it. There it is. The green rings heal you. It's the closest thing you get to being able to kind of consistently heal yourself, so they are insanely useful. There we go. Oops, can I hurt him twice with the lightning? I guess not. He can only be hurt once. Now, he does occasionally do that move that you saw him do where he does that whip attack. He'll jump back and whip you. You can easily avoid that by jumping. I tried to jump, but the little goblins completely fucked me over, so... man. Come on now. I'm gonna die, but... I don't know, man. It's when beat 'em ups have these bosses with minions, it just makes the boss fight feel so cheap. Like the boss is already enough of a challenge. Like why do I gotta fight like his little 50 minions who are throwing projectiles and stuff? Oh well. I should have used more magic, I guess. boss. Anyway. It's probably barely worth using magic anymore at this point, but... God, come on. He's almost there. Come on. Alright, got him that time. So... fairly easy boss. I do usually beat him without dying, but... oh well. The D-Beast. And this tiny little gnome shows up. He begs for your help. Definitely help the gnomes, because you get to visit their village, and that will let you get the bastard sword. So let's just go save the people at the gnome village. It's usually fairly simple. You can talk to this little guy here. I believe he'll give you some unique boots if you give him if you talk to him and you have the Displacer Beast skin. He gave me a Displacer cloak, so I don't know what that really does, but take little damage from ranged weapons, right? That's fair enough. And I really don't care about any of these items. Large burning oil can be good. Let's just buy a lot, I guess. I don't know. I'll sell my little burning oil. The items seem useless a lot of times, but if you do realize in situations where they're actually good, you can get a lot done with them. Really, it's probably better for the elf to use items a fairly significant amount during like enemy encounters like this. As I did mention, she does have unlimited arrows, and she can spam them pretty rapidly as well. There we go. Now, it looks like I'm in a really bad situation, but there should be 2 potions right around here. Fuck, man. If you push attack and jump at the same time, you do actually do that invincible attack. And it's a lot better to do that than getting hurt, even though it does take out a fairly significant amount of your health. And come on now. The dwarf's anti-air attack is invincible for the most part. I don't know if the other characters' anti-air attacks are invincible, but... man. Let's just keep moving. Damn it. Sometimes you can get that unique, or that final hit off on there, on her anti-air attack. A lot of times it doesn't happen. You gotta juggle the enemy in a very specific way. The closest thing this game ever got to a sequel is a game called Dragon's Crown on the PlayStation 3. It was developed by Vanilla Software. And it actually has almost the same cast of characters, technically. There's an elf, there's a fighter, there's a dwarf. It's a handful of other characters as well. There's like a Valkyrie or something like that, or Amazon or whatever it is. God. It's a good game. It is very grindy. It's not an arcade game. It's a console game for the PlayStation 3. Man, trying to... there we go. Good game. If you can emulate it, or if you have the means to play it, definitely do so. It is a very solid beat 'em up. Caused a lot of controversy when it came out. This game had a hell of a lot of fan service. It has so much fan service, it's almost probably not advisable to play it in a room with other people, but it's a pretty respectable beat 'em up RPG game. God, dude. So yeah, the items like the burning oils, they can be occasionally useful, but I never know the best instances to actually use them. And a lot of the characters are just too slow when they use them, so it's like by the time you use the item, you're probably getting smacked in the face and about to die. Just gotta spam the hell out of my magic, just use it while I'm about to die. So you're gonna run into, I believe, a Manticore or something like that. Chimera, that's what it is. Man. When you're about to die, just use all your magic, you know, just who cares? You know, I mean, unless you're going for a 1cc run. So like I said, that takes an insane amount of, like, dedication. Okay, I don't know why that didn't hit him. Is he immune to lightning? I guess he's immune to lightning. That's fucked up. I didn't know there was any monsters that was immune to lightning. He's not immune to lightning. Just that one time it didn't hurt him. I guess when they're in the process of getting up, they're invincible. So anyways, you can use invincibility or invisibility as well to help you out. Enemies will sometimes see you when you're invisible anyways, which really sucks, but sometimes they don't and you can get a free combo. I'm gonna make an attempt to use it in that way. Oh, by the way, here's my elemental move, the unique level 10 one. That's absolute shit, did like no damage, but whatever. See, the invisibility really didn't help out too much. So anyways, let's just use some more magic, just magic missiles. It's easy to forget that you have magic, especially if you do play as the melee characters who don't have any magic, like the dwarf and the fighter. And the cleric also has a lot of magic too, but it's really just more about like improving survivability. God, come on now. Just use magic, just kill him, hopefully. There we go, good enough. Just collect this money. It's a very hard game, for real. It's... when you play it, do expect to die a lot. I mean, I can't even begin to tell you how much dedication it takes to get a 1cc run. So anyways, they tell you they'll give you a potion. They say it costs money, but I've never seen it take out any of my money to use the potion. You get to visit their village, and this is one of the most important parts of the entire game. Ignore the first house because it's locked. Talk to anybody in the tavern. They tell you that the shop is about to open, and then that first door becomes unlocked. Now, you have a couple seconds to talk to these other people. They usually just give you some other generic hints about the game. Like vague hints that barely help you at all. You know, like they're talking about like legendary swords, like that voice in the water cave. It's just like, who cares? You know, they don't tell you where to find it, although I will show you how to get at least 2 of those swords. And this is one of the most important parts of the entire game. This shop, this is why I took all the routes I took, because it leads to this shop. You get this bastard sword. It's about 1,500 coins. That's not even a lot of money. Even if you didn't take the water rafting level, you probably will have enough money. That bastard sword is a huge, huge, huge upgrade compared to what we already had. And then I usually like to buy at least 2, maybe even 3 of these healing rings. Because having access to heal yourself at any time during a fight, like during the rest of the adventure is great. It's very worth considering picking up a lightning ring, because you can use the lightning rings to kill one of the final bosses. There's like this brown cloud ghost guy. Very, very weak to lightning. The elf does naturally have lightning, so I don't really consider taking it, but you can do it if you want. If you're the fighter or the dwarf, definitely pick up at least 1 or 2 of those lightning rings. And save them until the end of the game. Until you get to that brown cloud ghost guy. This guy gives you a floating stone. Pulls it out of his ass. The perfect method to get through this cave is to go left and then right. So as you're falling, just hold left, and once you begin falling again, hold left again. Now, for this part, you have to kill these scorpions. If you kill the middle one, it opens up the fire for you, and you can actually walk through. I guess you gotta kill them all, so... Oh, come on now. I didn't even equip the bastard sword. So as you can see, the range on it is even better than the last sword. God, the damage on it is great as well. It's a very fantastic weapon. Now that chest opens up, that it gives you the cursed sword. If you swing it about... If you can actually manage to properly swing it about 10 times, it evolves into the holy sword, which is insanely useful. I'm gonna avoid doing that just for now, just because you're pretty much guaranteed to die at least like 3 or 4 times if you do that. I've seen some people who have perfectly planned routes and then they actually do not, you know. Fuck, man. I've seen some people with perfectly planned routes, they do not, oh shit, I want that. They do not die with the sword. They try to get as many swings with it as possible. And then they, get potions and stuff to heal themselves back up. And then they get a few more swings, and eventually they do manage to evolve the sword naturally without dying. It's unbelievable that people are able to do that. But some people do manage. It's really unbelievable, but... Now what you can get here is the lightning sword. I'll unlock it out of that chest, but I don't really recommend that sword. It cannot combo at all. Its damage output is actually very, very low. Oh, another healing ring. Excellent. So... That's the lightning sword. I will pick it up and show it off for a second, but... As it has a really amazing animation, but enemies can't be comboed with it, and its damage is insanely low, so I usually just never pick it up. The only reason I can never think to use that is, the only thing I can think is, that boss near the end that's weak to lightning. So anyways, you get to pick which way you want to go. I'm gonna try the lava one because I hear that if you get the ice sword, which is easy to find in here, it actually can combo, so I do want to try that. Where's my bastard sword? There it is. I may have dropped my bastard sword and I may have completely screwed myself. I did drop the bastard sword and I did completely screw myself, and I didn't get any of the other legendary swords, so that's really bad, but oh well, I guess. So can I walk through this fire? I can't. I don't know what the point is of the fire shield then. So I believe I get the ice sword here. Sword of Frost, so yeah. So the ice sword can combo still, so the ice sword is good then. Now I believe they're going to give you another shield of fire, which I already have, so it's not that important, but... Huh, man. There's another healing ring, which is great. These, so, depending on which path you take, you're either gonna fight the Frost Salamander or the... What is it? The, Ice Salamander, or the Fire one. Man, I just am ready to move on, like, what the hell? When you have the sword, which is the opposite of their element, you can completely, infinitely combo them and destroy them. Fuck, man, just let me out of here. Here he is. So this guy should be easy if you can just get the initial hit off on him. This is it. This is GG. Just keep up this pressure. Just don't stop spamming the attack button. There's a treasure chest up there with some point items in it. I mean, I say who cares? Sometimes that dog does kind of glitch himself out a little bit and he doesn't actually hurt you. I guess because I have the fire shield, he can't breathe fire on me. But anyways, I killed this fire salamander. God. Very difficult fight if you don't have the Sword of Frost. Thankfully I did have it though. Get yet another shot. Beat this creepy little person. So if you use a rod, it makes magic more powerful, so... Couldn't give a fuck. Alright. There's a unique thief cutscene here, kind of. The thief basically explains that she stole something from some tower. I'm assuming this is a reference to the first game, which I did not play. I don't think the thief was playable in that game. So anyway, this is the final level, and it is insanely long. Magic scroll, though. There's a lot of secrets here. I do not care about any of them, so I'm just gonna skip it all. This is the asshole blue elf guy from the before who would haste himself and then cast magic. Huge pain in the ass, but hopefully with the ice sword, hopefully I can stand a chance. God, the combo potential is not that great on the ice sword, but it is a hell of a lot better than the other elemental swords. Damage output is okay as well. You gotta be shitting me. Let's just spam some magic, just get the hell out of here. Come on. Come on, man. Is he hasting himself? So he's hasting himself right now, so... Just gonna pull out my shield and hope for the absolute best. Sometimes he does magic like that and he tries to completely screw you over. I don't know what he's doing here. Alright, so he can block your magic sword. That's really fucked up. Okay, come on now. He hasted himself once again. Gonna try my absolute best to avoid death. Just spam magic, hope for the absolute best. And I'm just gonna block and hope for the absolute best. Is he hasting himself again? Come on, man. See, he can do magic like that, which is retarded. And he also snuck behind me, which is also bullshit, because there was a wall there, but alright. Alright, I hit behind myself somehow, that worked out. So that's the first of the 4 Grandmasters. I'm just gonna skip the rest of this as well. I mean, fuck this. We're gonna fight Dark Warrior 2. Now, if you take the non-water raft path and you fight the Dark Warrior 1... Oh, wait, this ain't the Dark Warrior. This is a different guy. This is the guy you want to use all your lightning on, so... Come on, man. I believe if you have earrings and you use lightning, it will hit him twice. I hit my lightning in the wrong way. That really sucks. He may kill me. This is one of the more infamous bosses in the game. Like, nobody likes fighting this guy. If you have the lightning sword, which I don't, I believe the lightning sword is particularly effective against him, but like I said, I don't have it, so it really sucks. He rushes at you doing that move over and over and over. It's unblockable. I don't know of any way to really avoid it. That sucks that didn't hurt him. I don't know what to do here. I think I just gotta accept death. That also didn't hurt him. This boss is just retarded. Well, I guess the ice sword does kind of stun him a little bit, so this is about as effective as a lightning sword, almost. Somehow I got him. I need to use my healing rings desperately. Ezerhorden. Thank God there's a shop here. I always forget there's a shop in the enemy castle for some reason. This guy will sell you stuff and he will help you for some reason, even though he's... I'm assuming he's working for the enemy. God. So now we're gonna fight Dark Warrior 2 after we do this. It just sucks. It really just sucks. This ice sword is badass. It's really good. So that's an alright use for the elves. Infinite arrows. When you know the enemies are about to appear on the side of the screen, just get some free damage. Damn, this ice sword is really badass. This is one of the better swords in the game for sure. Oh, another healing ring, excellent. So let's get the arrows, just get some free damage. Items damage output scales very horribly in this game. Your weapons are going to scale way better than your items, so... I just find that things like arrows and burning oils and stuff, they don't become very useful near the end. Damn it, dude, this ice sword. I'm glad they keep dropping these healing rings. That's really going to be useful against the next few bosses. So this is going to take a little while. Some of these fights really do drag on for a little while. The hell? So you can duck like this to avoid most arrows. It is very useful. You can still attack while you're ducking as well. So now it's time to fight the Dark Warrior 2. Almost. Like, what the hell is this now? Can I walk through this fire? I have to bring the fire-resistant shield. Oh well, whatever. I believe there's a chest near the end here which has a lot of healing potions. I would like to get that before I move on here. Oh fuck. So when that happens, if you wiggle the stick a lot, you will break out of the petrification. If you don't do that immediately, it will kill you instantly, no matter how much health you have. So I don't know why I used the fireball there, but I mean it seemed to work out somewhat well. God, man, this boss is usually easy for most characters, but I guess for the elf, he is kind of difficult. So for example, he might sometimes wake up and try to do a magic move, which he did right there, but I used my own magic to counter it. I use invincibility frames to get out of that. And I really need to use my magic healing ring. So that barely heals me at all, but I mean it is something, I guess. Come on, man. God. Getting destroyed here. So use all my healing rings, just try to avoid a death if possible. Man, did he haste himself or what? What's going on here? So thankfully he's not immune to lightning. See what we get off of this. Nice. I got an achievement there. I guess for summoning a lot of monsters. So let's see if invisibility works here. It looks like it doesn't work. He just is completely destroying me. I've never seen him do all these moves. Like, what is going on here? This is almost the end. We do have to fight another enemy called the Nagpa, which is that bird guy you see with hanging out with the final boss a lot. Okay, so I got in. If you take the dwarf's path and you take his unique water level, and if you do not kill the tan warrior from before, he will appear one last time and he will kill this guy for you, making the boss fight just non-existent. He just kills him for you, which is great. So we get our final shop, I believe. I'll grab some hammers because they can hit the final boss. The damage you get is like negligible, but I mean it is there. Alright. Time to fight Nagpa and then the final boss. For my first few playthroughs, really forever, I thought your experience determined your level, but I guess your level is just completely determined by the amount of bosses that you fight. This guy is a complete prick. Look at that, he has a black dragon and the manicore to help him out. I hate this boss with a passion. The dwarfs being able to skip this is so insanely useful. God. I really hate this boss. Okay, I can't use my lightning. Now, the actual guy that you gotta kill is very easy. Come on, please kill. Come on. I can't hit him on the ground. There we go. There we go. Let's grab this bracelet, I guess. No, I dropped my earrings. Fuck. Oh well. So this is the final boss. This is Sen. She's a sorceress, but she turns into a dragon. God. Shit's insane. I don't know if any magic is actually useful here at all. Well, a magic missile is always useful against bosses. Fuck, so when she does that, she tries to bite you. I was able to avoid it somehow. No, she got me anyway. There's a secret boss in that cave from before. He's a dragon just like this. He's almost identical to this. He's, if not, maybe even slightly harder. He has almost all the same moves, but he does spam a instant kill fire move, like, fairly rapidly. I don't know what hit me there. If you do kill that boss, he will drop his horn. More often than not, he does. And then, if you talk to the next shopkeeper, they turn that horn into the dragon killing sword, which is insanely good against this boss. So, I'm not really familiar with the best strategies for this boss. This boss is unbelievably hard. I cannot believe I didn't get hurt there. That's amazing. So what's happening here? Fog. That was lucky. So if you step on these brown stones, when that happens... God. If you do step on those brown stones when that happens, you will survive that attack. That is the only way to survive, otherwise that move is an instant kill. I've seen people do a glitch or something that instantly kills this dragon with lightning. I don't know how to do it myself. Damn, I can't believe that killed me. Come on, man. What is happening here? Okay, thankfully I was able to avoid that again. Let's try the elemental move. I might have done the wrong one. No, it did hurt him. It did hurt him. So I might be able to kill this dragon just with the rest of my magic, now that I think about it. Kinda wish I had my earrings, but oh well. Come on now. Sometimes you try to do your magic and it just doesn't come out because this game is so stiff sometimes. The controls are so stiff. See if I can just kill her with the magic missiles. There we go. There we go. Nice. Chunk of change to end the game. Take out Sin. I've heard this game has alternate endings. I've never seen an ending different than this one. There's always this ending where this fiend creature is rising out of the ground and you never get to see the full monster. Because I believe the Prince of Glantry from the beginning gets his Hindenburg army to appear and then they shoot it down, they kill it. I don't know why they couldn't do this in the beginning. I mean, if they could have done this to kill the dragon or the sorceress, that would have been amazing, but... oh well. She destroyed the evil, huge dragon Sin. That's the only thing I can think as far as alternate endings. Every character has like a different kind of ending. Dialogue. It's weird because I did a playthrough as Elf earlier, and then it said when I beat the game, it said the elf went to go study magic in the city of Glantry. But that time there it says she left to go find adventure. Not like it really matters. The dwarf's ending is kind of cool. It says he tries to create a weapon stronger than whatever the strongest sword is that you found. So that was a fairly acceptable run. I died like a little over a dozen times, which is more than I would have wanted, but you know, oh well. I did get to show off the game. I got to show off the spells for the elf, and I found some of the secret weapons and stuff. So not bad. This game has a lot of hidden items. Some of them I believe you cannot collect unless you are playing multiplayer, I believe. Absolute 10 out of 10 game. The gameplay is absolutely fantastic. The skill ceiling is insanely huge in this game. You can always learn something new. Always learn new tricks for whatever character you're playing. You can always learn new routes for the characters, find new items, learn how to sort of incorporate that into the game. I mean, it's really fantastic, this game. I don't think I've ever played a game that incorporates high-skilled gameplay with a fantastic story, with a big world, with this much replayability. I mean, this game mixes a bunch of genres in the best way possible. But that is it for this video. I will see you guys in the next video, which hopefully will be in the next week or so. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I will see you in the next one. I'm out.